on, YouTube? What is going on? Hopefully everybody is feeling good, feeling great on this Tuesday. Man, let me tell you this. Cody Bellinger, the New York Mets. The Mets, we know that they have showed interest in Cody Bellinger. According to Sports Illustrated's Pat Ragazzo and also the Athletics' Will Salmon. Now, what is next for Cody? What is next for Cody Bellinger? We know that Cody Bellinger wants to sign soon. And now we know because of a tweet, according to what Jim Bowden from the MLB, he said Cody Bellinger is mulling over multiple offers from multiple teams and is expected to make a decision shortly. Now, that is huge for the Cody Bellinger market. We know that the Yankees, they are staying put. They do not want to make any other offers to Cody Bellinger. They don't want to make any more offers to Cody Bellinger. They feel that they gave the best offer to Cody Bellinger possible. So they're not going up on their offer, whether it is what they're ready to walk away from him if he doesn't accept the offer. But Cody Bellinger, reportedly, like I said, has multiple offers on the table. What could those offers be? Could it be the New York Mets? Could it be the Blue Jays? Obviously it's the Yankees, but it's multiple teams. Is it a mystery team? Who knows? I like Cody Bellinger. I do like the player. I think he's, 29 years old. He's a guy that has been the MVP in the league before. He's had some weird years where he hasn't performed well. But recently, as of late, he's performed pretty good. In 2025, we're going to see here, the 2025 stats was a 272 batting average, a 29 home runs, and a 98 RBIs. Very, very productive season for Cody Bellinger. Now, when you look at the OPS was 814. And I know the road splits have not been great when it comes to Cody Bellinger. I understand that. But he's a guy that gives you the defensive versatility. He could play the outfield. He could play first base. He could play multiple positions. That's what I really, really like about Cody Bellinger. When it comes to the New York Mets, we know that the Mets, they were going full on board for Mr. Kyle Tucker. And they offered him $220 million for 4 years, $55 million for 4 years. So it's not like they didn't want to get an outfielder the caliber of Kyle Tucker. Now, what is the offer going to look like? As of late, we know that the Yankees have offered 5 years, $160 million. That is what they have offered. That is the latest offer. And yeah, at the end of the day, with some multiple opt-outs as well. So the New York Mets, we know that the New York Mets do not want to sign a guy for a long-term deal. We understand that. We know that Cody Bellinger wants a long-term deal. He wants that 7-year contract, but maybe he's not going to get it. But who knows? Maybe there will be a team like the Phillies, like the Blue Jays, like some other team. We don't know. A mystery team can come at any time. But according to Ken Rosenthal as well, he said a decision can come very, very soon. And now Jim Bowden of the MLB, he is saying that as well. So I think when it comes to the New York Mets, this is huge news for just in general, the New York Mets, but it's huge news for Cody Bellinger. What's going to happen with Cody Bellinger's market? Like I said, I really like the player. I really like the player. Just imagine a lineup with Cody Bellinger. You got Bo Bichette already. Your lineup looks a lot better already. You got Polanco. You got Marcus Semien, Lindor, and Soto. You got the Beatty, possibly. Maybe he could be traded. Who knows? You got Francisco Alvarez. You got Mark Vientos. There's multiple players, So, but Jim Bowden, the MLB analyst and insider for the CBS Sports and the Athletic, he also works for the Athletic, has said that they're mulling over multiple offers. And a decision expected very shortly. So I think when it comes to Cody Bellinger, there are 3 teams that possibly are going to go after him. And we got to talk about the teams, right? And the teams is probably going to be, we already know the Yankees have an offer. Like I said, we know that the Mets have interest, but we don't know what type of interest. Like there's been talks about maybe they could do the short-term deal and offer him a high AAV deal like similar to the Bo Bichette deal. But are you comfortable paying Cody Bellinger $40 million a year? I'll tell you this, me personally, I don't care. I want the best for the team. If the best for the team is to go get Cody Bellinger, then that's the best for the team. I don't care about the money situation. It is what it is. The Mets have money. The Mets and money is not a problem. Okay, it's not a problem. But if you can go get a Cody Bellinger and steal him away from the New York Yankees and do what you did last year and steal Soto from the New York Yankees, that would be amazing for the New York Mets. Now, like I said, I really like the player. I like the player. I like what it gives you. He's athletic. He's not like a guy like Brandon Nimmo, who looks like he was breaking down a little bit, who's had dealt with the plantar fasciitis, the injury. So there's cause for concern with Brandon Nimmo, and that is why David Stearns wanted to trade him. That is exactly why. But Cody Bellinger, if you slot him in, you can slot him in at center field. You can slot him in at left field. You can slot him in at first base if you want. If you're not comfortable with Jorge Polanco at first base, you can slot Cody Bellinger in that position. And that's what I really like about Cody Bellinger, that defensive versatility. It's just great. I love it, man. I truly love it. So if there's a player that the Mets need, and we know that the Mets need an outfielder, we know that the Mets need pitching. We'll get to that soon. But definitely the New York Mets, I think they're showing interest in Cody Bellinger, and I'm going to take their interest very seriously because the New York Mets have that ability to offer that high AAV deal to Cody Bellinger. Now, what will the offer look like? Will it be a 40, what's it? What is it going to be 40 for 4 years? Is it going to be 40 for 3 years? Now, 40 for 3 years is 120. My guess is probably going to be more than that. Are you comfortable paying Cody Bellinger? Are the Mets comfortable paying Cody Bellinger $45 million a year? I don't know. I don't know what the Mets exactly want to do, but I know that the Mets have interest in Cody Bellinger. And why not? Because he is a player the Mets desperately need right now. If you could get a Cody Bellinger here, you can slot Carson Benz at the center field spot or left field spot. Let's say you put Bellinger at center field and you put Carson Benz at left and you put Soto at right. Then you have less pressure on a prospect like Carson Benz to perform. But if you don't get a Cody Bellinger, you didn't get a Kyle Tucker, right? You don't get one of those guys, then it's like it's a lot of pressure on Carson Benz. So that's why I think this signing is very important for the New York Mets because of Carson Benz, but because of what the Mets need. The Mets need an outfielder. The Mets need offense. You lost Pete Alonso. You lost Brandon Nimmo. So you need offense. You need to get better offensively. Bo Bichette, an awesome ad. And if a healthy Bo Bichette, you're going to see how awesome Bo Bichette really is. Defensively, we could talk about that another day because defensively he's not that great of a defender, but offensively, man, he is a nice piece for this team. And Jorge Polanco is a guy that had his best, really awesome year in 2025. So there's a lot to like when it comes to the offense. And if you add a Cody Bellinger to this offense, you're only going to get better. You're only going to get better. And that's what I love about this type of caliber free agent. Now, I made a video yesterday about Jarren Duran, and maybe they could trade for him and all that, but I want to focus on Bellinger here because I think this is the guy to get. This is the guy to get. And it's been a weird offseason for us Met fans. I understand that. I completely understand that. And I've been like, my emotions have gone from up, down to up. It's just been a wild offseason, okay? But I know in my heart that the Mets want to win. The Mets team wants to do better. They just want to change the course of this team. They want to get more flexible. They want guys, they don't want to lock down these guys to 12-year contracts, 7-year contracts, 9-year contracts. I understand that. Completely understand that. So if you want to offer Cody Bellinger this short AAV deal, it's a lot of money to pay a guy like Cody Bellinger, and I don't think he really deserves, or not deserves, but I don't really think that. I think it's a lot of money for a player, a caliber of Cody Bellinger. He's not a Kyle Tucker, okay? But Cody Bellinger is a really nice player. But we'll see what happens with the New York Mets further, man. I'm hoping a decision comes soon and we can announce that Cody Bellinger is going to the New York Mets. Once they traded Brandon Nimmo, in my head, I'm like, okay, go get Kyle Tucker or go get Cody Bellinger. That is what it is. It's kind of like make or break. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get Cody Bellinger. I wanted Kyle Tucker really, really bad. I really did. But Cody Bellinger, man, a really nice piece as well. So we'll see what happens. What, with obviously when we hear more reports or of a signing happens. But the fact that he's possibly going to sign in a week, that is huge, huge news. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully that market just keeps heating up, and hopefully the Mets are seriously involved in Cody Bellinger. Let me know what you guys think about Cody Bellinger. How do you feel about offering him that high AAV deal similar to a Bo Bichette? How do you feel about that? Would you be fine with that? Would you not be fine with that? Let me know in the comments, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Definitely do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Randy. You have just watched the Randy Talks Mets channel. Have a good one.